Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome to the show, everybody. Those of you on the podcast platforms out there, thank you so much for being here with me on tonight. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I'm glad to be here with you guys. And so we go live on Facebook often. And so we're about to go live right now on my timeline. And so if you ever want to catch the video version of this show, I encourage you to visit www.connectwithlakeisha.com. Connectwithlakeisha.com. So with that being said, everybody, let's go ahead and get ready to be live on Facebook. All right, all right. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome, welcome. Ladies, gents, brothers, and sisters, welcome to the night show. Okay, the Leadership TKO live night show. I am Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, your leadership specialist, your wealth mentor, author of a few books, but most importantly, out of all of these things, your friend. I'm your friend. I'm a mom like many of you. Okay, a parent like many of you. All right, I have children like many of you. And so I'm glad to be here with you. And so I welcome you and I thank you so very much for being here with me tonight. This show goes live every single evening around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Around. Notice the key word, okay? And so I encourage you to be here because the purpose of the show really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. And so I welcome you here for those of you leaders, home-based business owners, affiliate marketers, online marketers. Welcome to this show. Welcome, welcome. And so listen, there are several ways to participate with the show here, whether you're catching this live or the replay. I encourage you to love the stream for those of you who are here. For those of you who are seeking to grow yourself as leaders, you're looking to just do more, to accomplish more, to impact more lives, go ahead and love the stream. Secondly, we do have that comments area below. So I encourage you to share your city, your state, your country, where you're watching this from. I love to meet new people and, of course, explore more about where you're from because I know we do things a bit differently. So go ahead and share where you're watching this particular stream. And I know that we do have some podcast listeners out there. And so feel free in the comments area for those of you on the podcast to chime in as well and share where you're listening from. And so also, listen, if you're catching the replay of this hashtag replay, let me know that you're catching it after the live stream. And then lastly, go ahead, share this thing out. Okay, let's be a blessing. Share this out to those that you care about, those that you're in business with, those who you want to explore your business to. Go ahead and share this out. And I'm going to actually share this out as well with a business group of mine. Some family members, we call ourselves family members, and so definitely going ahead and doing that. And so good evening to all of my wealth building family members out there. Ow, ow. All right. And so again, welcome. Now, I focus a lot specifically for those of you who are home-based business owners. So you could be an independent rep, you can be an affiliate, of the company that you're with, whatever technical name they may give it. And so I like to really help individuals, leaders in this particular space of network marketing because I am a network marketer. Okay. I am a network marketer. I've been in the industry since 2002. Okay. Became serious about it maybe about 4 years ago where I connected with an amazing wealth building family. And so over the course of these years, I've come across a lot of statements as I've shared the opportunities that I've had with others. There are many, many common objections out there. Do you all agree that there are many objections that you may face? But the truth of the matter is, before I talk about the topic matter that's in the description area above, the truth of the matter is, for those of you who are network marketers, you have to be sold out on what you have. You have to believe that you have the solution. Okay, the solution to address a problem or provide pleasure for your potential customers or partners. You have to be sold out on it before you go ahead and go forward. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because you're going to need that power, that backbone, that posture, that confidence when you come across, and notice I said when, you come across people who tell you no. Because the fact of the matter is, you're going to be told no more than you're told yes. You're going to get more no's than you get yes, and you want to get through the no's. Okay, just continue to just keep in your mind that there are going to be people who say no. But I want to zero in on one common area. You get people, of course, they want to be on board. They're like, man, I'm good. Okay, so what is it? Do I have to recruit? How many of you have actually come across that question? A prospect, someone you've exposed your opportunity to, whether it's a family member, a friend on social media, a friend from the past, someone you just met on social media. Someone asked the question, do I have to recruit someone? Well, here's a simple fact. The simple fact of the matter is, it really depends. Now, if someone just asks you that question and you're jump starting and launching your business, you want to directly send them to whatever tool you have. You say, oh man, great question. Let me just actually ask you to go visit this particular website. So it could be a recorded video on a website, or ask them if they have an opportunity to join you for a live presentation, because you want to ensure that their questions are answered. And a part of your system is recommending, of course, and bringing on an upline member. So if you have an upline member, like, of course, your sponsor or someone above your sponsor, you want to get on a three-way immediately so that that prospect's questions can be answered. And so you want to do that. You want to make sure that the questions are answered by someone else. Let another tool or another person, a part of the system, address that question. But let's just zero in a little bit on the reason why people ask that question. People ask that question because, for the most part, many people do not want to feel as though they're selling something, right? They feel as though they're nagging people. And then also, some people just can't face being told no. Okay? They've been told no in other circumstances and situations, but when it comes to business, when it comes to sharing something of value, they're afraid of being told no. Okay, so if you have children, do you tell your children no? Yes or no? Do they receive everything that they want? That's a great question, right? Here is the deal. It depends on the company, depends on the products that is available within that organization as to whether recruiting is required, okay, or sharing of information is required. It really depends on the model that's provided by that company. For example, I know I'm affiliated with a company where people can actually build wealth, right, and gain passive income, whether they sponsor someone or not. They don't have to sponsor anyone and still get passive income coming in. Of course, I've come across that question. Do I have to recruit? No, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Okay, people come in, they register for free, they get an account, and you're able to make a decision on your own. It's almost like registering for Amazon, and you're checking out and perusing all of the different products that they have, and then you make a decision as to what you want. Here's the difference, though. With sites like Amazon, those particular products are not assets, okay? It's not assets. And so it's a matter of just exchanging cash and getting cash, depending on if you are a seller with Amazon. That's a whole different story. But for the most part, you're acquiring liabilities. With a company that I'm affiliated with, and perhaps many others who are watching this, we actually help people to get connected to a company where you get to peruse assets. And as you acquire the assets, it makes you wealthy. And it can potentially help you to gain passive income, whether you bring people in or share the opportunity or not. I like what my mentors, Mr. Dalco and Mr. Best, they always, share this one important point, that for those of you who are professionals, and even if you're new in this industry, we are fully responsible for sharing the information, but we're not necessarily responsible for the decision that the prospect would make. It's their decision based on the information they're exposed to as to whether they're going to come on board with you as a partner or as a customer. It really is up to them. I always look at it this way. If their dream is big enough, if that prospect's dream is big enough, they'll come on board. And the reason why I say this too is because there's a lot of factors that contributes to their decision as well. Because one thing that I know to be true is that as you build your influence and as you become more present on social media, people may make that may be the tipping point to say, you know what, I'm going to actually be a partner with that person, or I'm going to be a customer for that person because you're present. You're more relatable. They can connect with you. They can, your the way that you deliver things, they can connect with that. But if you're not present on social media, how can they build that rapport with you or that relationship with you? That's just as simple as it can get. When you share with people your vision and what it is that you want to accomplish, perhaps other prospects can resonate with that, can connect with that. They're like, man, I share the same vibes or the same vision or the same goals, and they will connect with you. They'll decide to go with you and join and be a part of what you're doing versus another person. So the truth of the matter is, share the information, let people decide and let them make a decision. Do not become emotionally connected to their decision, because their decision is their decision. Okay? So you let them decide. Now, there are other things that we need to do as the professionals, but please keep in mind that people, again, as we all know, they're going to connect with people that they know, they like, and they trust. And if they don't know you and they feel that you're like a spammer, they're just going to totally ignore anything that you're presenting to them, especially if you're trying to build relationships on social media. So again, the big question is, do I have to recruit? The answer is, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to bring people into an opportunity, in most cases, the company will allow you to establish leverage, and you get to leverage other people's time and their energy. Time and their energy. Okay? It's better to leverage the efforts of other people than only depending on your efforts. That is called group economics. That's called leverage. One thing I always say, you might have heard me say this before, some of you. You are either establishing leverage for yourself or you're being leveraged. What is the difference? Okay? For example, let's talk about it in relationship to a job. Let's talk about it in relationship to that. With a job, for example, you're being leveraged. That's it, point blank. You're being leveraged. But if you are a business owner and you have a system in place, whether it's a system of people or a system of resources or a combination, okay, you're establishing leverage. There's something that's working for you, whether you're fully present or not. And so I always share with people, listen, if you don't want to work until you die, you need to establish leverage. And so your thoughts about having to recruit, it could just be your perspective and the way that you think about it. You have to change your perspective. You have to learn and understand that, number one, we share things all the time. Number two, you don't need to be connected to the decision that people make, emotionally connected. Number three, there are so many people in the world today who are looking for a better way. And also, how big is your dream? Don't be so focused on people who are telling you no, because there can be just that one person who is just going to go all out for it, who are going to say yes. And so you want to get to the yes. And the way you get to the yes is by posturing up, by being serious about your dream, like Mr. Best talks about, Mr. Ty Best, and going and running for it, no matter what. And that's, for example, what I'm doing. And that's what my husband is doing. And many of my business partners, we are doing. So with that being said, everybody, because I can get very passionate about this, do you have to recruit? No. Okay. Should you recruit or should you share this with other people? Absolutely. Create leverage. Okay. Create leverage. Hopefully this is impacting or inspiring the perspectives of those of you who are on the fence about network marketing, on the fence about sharing whatever opportunity with other people. It's about leverage. It's about leverage. Okay. I don't want you to have to work until you die. So establish leverage for yourself. Now, listen, if you are like, man, okay, I need to establish leverage today, and I also perhaps want to build wealth, whether I share it or not. Well, I want to offer you the opportunity to learn, because people right now are connected to a resource where they don't have to recruit. Okay. And then also, right? Also, they're building wealth for themselves and their families, and they're getting paid in Bitcoin. They're getting paid in an asset. And so for those of you who want to get paid several times a day, instantaneously, immediately, with Bitcoin, for those of you who do want that, I want you to reply Bitcoin in the comment section, right? If you're serious about building wealth, you're serious about creating leverage for yourself, Bitcoin, reply Bitcoin below. And perhaps, maybe you're watching this on somebody else's timeline. I want you to get back with that person that shared it with you, because they may be establishing leverage for themselves also. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching on tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with another fresh episode here with the Leadership TKO live night show. Everybody, don't forget to check the stories every now and then, my storyline, because sometimes I post little things up there. Also, here's a cheap little insert. I do have a fan page, and on the fan page, we are going to be doing the virtual Bible study. Yes, virtual Bible study is going to be happening on my fan page starting tomorrow morning. So more information on that is to come. You'll probably see it shared onto my timeline tomorrow. But other than that, guys, until the next time that you and I come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.